Good morning and welcome to my channel. It's Monday morning here, not sure when this is coming out. So today it's air fryer parchment liner pockets. I've got these which I use in my air fryer, and I'm going to take one of these to start off with and make a pocket. It's quite a standard pocket. You can do anything with these. They're like a corner tuck. So you fold it in half, then you fold it up like this, and then what I do is I trim off here, and you will be putting the pocket back on like that. However, it's quite wide for it's a bit tight on the pocket on the page, so I'm going to turn this over so it's flat like that, so that it sits on a pocket and you do have a bit of gap there. Now I want to put some lace and some paper ruffles on. Okay, I have my crepe paper ruffles that I've tea dyed and sewn. What I normally do is you get it, this is like, I usually have it like that, and I cut some of it off and make a ruffle, and then one of them I do the full width of it, do 2 lines down the middle to make 2 ruffles, and then I cut it in half, so you're getting double the amount. Now I want to, before I glue anything down, it's going that way, so this is going to be my front bit. I want it to go on here around to the middle there. And for this I'm using my block, as I think that will probably be the best thing that will stick it onto this sort of parchment liner. So I hope you're all well. As I said, it's Monday morning. Supposed to have had our guy who's doing the rendering on the last bit of the house come round, but he cancelled. I got up all early. I don't do early. And he got up, I got up all early, ready for him to come, and he cancelled because a job he'd done last week, he'd done the plastering, not putting the plasterboard up, and the ceiling had fallen down. So he wasn't very happy because obviously all the plastering he'd done had come off. The actual owner of the house had done the plastering, had done the ceiling, had put the plasterboard up, and in fact he'd put it up the wrong way round, and the ceiling fell down, part of it, so he's up there today mending that. Right, so that's going to go like that, and then this one, which means it's this piece here, I'm going to use some lace. That way. To go around, so I've got an edge on these ruffles. Sorry for the abrupt end there, but Mark's radio come on. He didn't turn it off last night, and I had the men talking about when they're meeting for coffee and what's going on in their gardens. So I had to suddenly stop it. Anyway, I've glued these on and this on here, and then these will come over here and glue down there. Yeah, that's right. So what I've got to do next is glue these pieces together, and then we glue them actually together. So like that. So what I now need to do is glue the two pockets together here. Glue these pieces together and fold them over. Okay, I hope all that made sense, so that now it only overhangs a small piece on the page, like that. So I need to let all that dry. So meanwhile, we will do the next pocket. This one, I've got two air fryer liners, and I'm folding them down, flattening them out, fold them in half together. I'm going to glue one to the other down this line here. Don't you just love the crinkly noises? So it's like this. So you're now folding it up in half, and then you need to find the middle here, and you're folding this in sort of like that, and then the same the other side here. Comes out like that onto the page, and these do just about, this does need to come over just a fraction there. Sorry, you probably, I don't know if you can see that. So they come like that. Now you could leave them like that, decorate them. My plan is I'm folding these pieces down into a sort of ruffle like this. They come out like that. Then I'm getting my walnut stain. Oh, and I need my mat. I forgot that. Well, mat, it's this that I colour on, because then you can use this in pages as well afterwards in a journal. And I'm just This takes a while. So I'm going over all of these and inking them up. Okay, I've done that. As you can see, I've grunged it up. It does take quite a bit of work, and look at the state of my hands. I'm going to have to go and wash. But before I do that, I am going to glue these down, and I'm gluing them down the bottom here. Now it can take a while to grip. Well, it's block or Fabri-Tac. It does grip, but it takes a little while to really get hold. So sometimes you're having to push it down like this and maybe put a bit extra in there. Just to get it to really grab. Okay, this one's really dry now, and I want to decorate the front. And for that, I'm using some of the Paper Cameo Love labels, the sample snippets, and I'm taking some of the cards here from the Vintage Snapshots from Amity Bloom. So I've put together some here already. Oops. Not sure where that comes from. This is in the Amity Bloom kit that I want to put down here. And I will ink around these. I'm just going to do a collage, whoops, of them here. And then I've got this one, which I'm going to just roughly cut round. I'm not worried about it all being straight and all the rest of it. This is from the Paper Cameo labels. So just to put that under there. So it's a bit like that. Now, when I'm doing it, I either take a photograph or I do mark roughly where I want something to go. So I've got an idea of what I'm doing. Oops, so something like that. Okay, I've got the journal cards here and I've done some decoration. This is from Ruby and Pearl, her quotes, and I've put a bit of the electrical tape round and half a flower I found, which can go in the back there. And then I've also got, this is from the Vintage Snapshots, and I put a little collage of my bits and pieces and put it on some of that decorator's paper. So that can go there. Oops. Go like that. And then I have these two smaller ones, which I think, again, these are the snapshot, and I've put again just a little small piece on there and a bit of the German tape on there, and I've backed everything. So this can go in here and this one goes here like that. So this will then go onto the pocket, onto the page like this. Whoops, so you've got quite a nice full pocket for your journal. Now, that's that one. Now the other one, this one, I kind of fell down there. I should have to fold that over. That's it. I've also got some things to put on here. Now for that, I'm going to use this one first, I think. And these are from the snippets, I believe. I'm thinking this one here, that along the bottom, like that, with maybe this, whoops, behind here. Roll these back a bit. With that there. I have this very small piece to go there. It's very tiny. And then something like that behind there. Sort of like that. Now, that is the bottom one. So I'll use my pencil again just to make sure I'm getting these in the right place. And they will all need to be inked as well. So that's on there like that. And then I've got some more for the other side. Some of this is like torn bits of paper. Thinking like that. Maybe that one there. That one there. Whoops! Oh dear, I've dropped it. There it is. And sort of this one in here. Again, I need to ink all of this with this one, by the looks of it, as being the first one down. So that's the little collage I've done. I'm in a bit of a mess with my glue, as usual. I need to apologise for my nails and fingers. I've been doing so much mixed media stuff lately that I've totally ruined my fingers, my nails. And I can't get them done because I'm going away and I want to get them done when I'm away, before I go away. So I've had to wait longer than normal. Okay, the next one, I've got some journal cards here. One big one, which I'm putting here. There are lots of other pockets you can add to if you wanted to. This one in here, these are from the Vintage Snapshots from, oh dear, Amity Bloom. And then I've got this one here. I'm putting in there. Again, I've put some German tape and some of my dyed tape in that one. And then I've got this one. Put a bit of, oh dear, embossed paper. Everything is backed. Move that one over there. That's better. Put that one up there. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, you have to work these sometimes. And so this will then stick onto a page like that. Well, I quite like these. I'm quite happy with them. All made from the air fryer liners that I use in my air fryer. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again soon. And I'll be back in the next video. Bye.